Hello, friends. Cold story back. Hopefully, to put a end to this battle with the hulking, vindictive, violent man-child who's a master of deception, a liar, and so many other things. The devil. We are here to battle him. We know the devil is very powerful. He can injure me. I can injure him. But we're hoping that we can injure him more than he can injure us. I'm going to try to bring some more lights in here. Not sure why you can't see the Empire State Building in the background. Maybe you can see this. Maybe the lights are off on the World Trade Center. That's what it is. The lights are off. So, in the battle between good and evil, evil loses most of the time, but sometimes evil wins. If evil didn't win sometimes, no one would die earlier than they should. I'm talking everybody from the elderly to little kids, and little kids dying is the absolute worst. Okay, as we look into our notes here, we are educated. We are all about educating while entertaining. So we want to make sure that we're detailed. So as the cloaked destroyer, me, the hero the world needs, tackles the hulking, violent, lying man-child who is emotional, vindictive, and a master of deception, know-it-all, ignoramus, who probably gave me COVID. As we battle in Harlem, it is a formidable battle, but I, the 4-bar assassin, I have many aliases, so I am Mr. Johnson, aka the Clover Destroyer, aka the 4-bar assassin. One of the weapons I use. Okay. I swore I put this in here yesterday, but I don't see it. Is this it? Did I not put a title on it? Early offense, Harris picks him up. Cross. Pass. That's what there's a right in the so we're not looking at that. Just making sure to show up some gap. It's long, getting passing lanes, but at the ends, but positionally, in the right spot that allows them to take. Now, we have some stuff that we will show you later, but, I asked the devil's girlfriend to bring me stuff that she knew I needed. So that's important stuff. Couple of things I did not get. on, I believe, Friday night when she brought it down. What's my pill sheet? A list of medicine I need to take. Was my ATM card. Were my good shoes. I got one pair of beat up shoes, but no good shoes. And various clothing items. And my mother's urn. You know, you would think that it's self-explanatory that my mother's urn is important, but it didn't make it here. So, we're not dealing with the best and brightest here, unfortunately. But we got to do what we have to do, right? So we're seeing we can find this again. We're very detailed, so we have a document. We are a journalist. That is our job. I would say during the day, but mostly at night. No, I can't talk about any other journalist, but this journalist works mostly at night. It's actually nice to have our brothers. So I think we're going someplace, getting someplace now. Too strong, long, we got the walls. 79, 74. What up, Damian Crockett? You're a funny guy. He has his Katie Golden. And the next question was, hey, homie, you rich or something? Because that penthouse ain't cheap. So I'm rich and which is good. But unfortunately, not rich and $7. No, you guys can help me get there. Excuse me, Sam. But this is a classic. Smokey Robinson. Maybe we should start working on this. These like the top on it. I suspect. I need to go to the bathroom. Not an emergency, but sometimes. Okay, thank you. I haven't seen my tablet in a while, which means I dropped it someplace. So again, we are waiting for Google Docs to show up on. But let's go. Let's start in August when I first had my problems. Considered good problems because knowing that you have a problem is a good thing, especially in 2020 where we lost many people. On average, we lost one every out of every 1,000 Americans. So to bring things in perspective, a lot of Americans died in 2020 and continue to die in 2021. So it happened on August 19th. August 19th, it was a blessing. So here we are. My friend, well, who I thought my friend was, the devil, offered me to stay at his apartment while I regained my strength. And I appreciate that. So we're in September. I'm there. I'm learning more about me. I have visiting nurses coming by. I have a physical therapist coming by. So there's support early on for the devil and his girlfriend there to help as well. By the first week or so, I'm back in the hospital. So I'm back in the hospital for close to a week, and then I get back out, and the support is there again. Visiting nurses, physical therapy. I think I went into the hospital a second time in September. Again, I get out. Those two services are there for me. Visiting nurses, uh, physical therapist. Here we are. Now, through this process, October was actually the best month for me. I got stronger in October. I felt really good. I was able to walk further. Maybe the weather was a part of this. But October was a good month. Moving until November was a bad month. So what I told the devil and his girlfriend, it's easy to tell how I'm feeling. Am I active? Are you seeing me get up and go to the store to get water that I need? If you're not seeing me get up and go get something that you know that I need, there's something still wrong. I don't believe. Oh, I was told I went to a restaurant, uh, grocery store that he drove me to. So when you're driving me someplace, all I have to do is get up and walk to a car. Now, let's be clear. I was in the hospital at the beginning of November. I went into the hospital November 3rd. I checked out November 9th. So went in on Tuesday, came out the following Monday. I'm still weak. I still need water. I still need food to eat. These are things that I need help getting in November, as I was very weak. Moving on, we get through the holidays. We get into December. Every time I go into the hospital, I have to get tested for COVID. So far, no COVID for the COVID destroyer. That's good. First Saturday in December, I tested for COVID. No COVID. I had a procedure that went well in the first week of December. So now we're off to the second week of December. That's going well too. I'm feeling better. Now we're getting to a point where this is the longest that I've been out the hospital. December 10th. Let's call it December 13th. That's a Tuesday. December 13th, December 20th. Now on December 27th, we get called in to do the same procedure that we did earlier in the month. This time, after 7 or 8 previous COVID tests, this time I test positive. So now the test is put on hold and I'm admitted into the hospital on Tuesday, December 27th. Now, we are thinking of obviously possibly how we could have got this disease that has killed 1 out of every 1,000 Americans, something not to joke about. So, of course, the first people you're going to think about is the people you live with, especially during a pandemic. You're spending most of your time at home. So I called the three closest people I had been with, uh, the devil, his girlfriend, and a woman I've been spending a lot of time with. But obviously, the first person I'm thinking about is him because he goes out a lot and he goes out unnecessarily. He takes his girlfriend to work every day. He brings her back every day. He goes out when he needs food because he does not know how to cook. So, just on average, if he's going out, maybe he gets breakfast when he takes her to work. He has to go out for lunch. He can order it, but more than likely he's not. Then he goes out and gets her again after work, and they eat late. So that's the fourth time he's going out. At least 4 times a day. The most I go out is 2 times a day. So again, I'm thinking he may have gave me COVID for good reason. He's out of the house a lot more than I am. December 27th in the hospital with COVID. December 28th, the the reason why he brought me into the hospital, it's now going down. So now they're saying that test may not be necessary. And now it's appearing that I have very mild symptoms to COVID. My voice, my lungs are fine. I'm fatigued, and that's all we know for sure right now. But when I spoke to the contact tracers, they mentioned something about muscle aches. So I thought I'm feeling something in my right thigh that might be something. Okay. So now we're on the 29th, we go to the 30th. And at this point, the realization that we're going to bring in a new year in the hospital has set. And that's not a good, thing to realize. Um, I had plans to be in Dallas for Seconds Out, actually, to cover the Ryan Garcia Luke Campbell fight. Uh, they had strict guidelines, but I can't go there with COVID. So in a way, it was a blessing in disguise that I found out I had COVID 2 days before I was supposed to go there. Because if I had went, you know, Seconds Out would have spent funds that would have gone to waste. So now we get to Friday. December 30th, Saturday, December 31st, New Year's Eve. As we have done a lot of times during the pandemic, we listen to D Nice. He DJs on Instagram, and he's a phenomenal DJ. I have been at several parties in my home of Harlem that he has DJ'd, um, including the Apollo Gala, which he does every year if there's not a pandemic. He also did the Harlem School of the Arts Gala, which was not in Harlem, but you get the. Actually, that gala is where I got this mask from. Um, so here we go, things coming full circle. So we listen to D Nice. We're not getting out of the hospital. We go to sleep at some point. We wake up on January 1st, Sunday. So on Sunday, January 1st, we're looking at, you know, television. The Honeymooners is on. Uh, Pix 11. It's a annual thing. I believe D Nice came back on. I believe there was football that Sunday. Maybe we moved to the previous day, but I believe there were games on Sunday. So now we move to Monday. Things are still going well. Tuesday. That first Tuesday in January was a big day because I actually started feeling better. And this is what I learned. COVID affects your body, but your concern with having COVID, it attacks your mind too. And it attacking your mind is more dangerous than it attacking your body. So I said, we're not going to let it attack our mind. We're going to acknowledge it and be strong. Be the strong black man my mom raised me to be. So Tuesday, I felt great. Wednesday, I felt a little bad for feeling great without talking to that special lady. Get to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. First Saturday in January. No, second Saturday in January. Uh, because January 1st was a Friday. January 2nd was a Saturday. So January 9th is a Saturday as well. Hospital lets me go. Monday. So I had told the devil, because now I'm seeing there's something off here. I told the devil I needed a break. Got out the hospital Saturday. Went to my cousin's house. Didn't know his family was there, but he made accommodations for me. Had a few friends over. Uh, so Sunday is the next day. Sunday was a horrible day um, because I was cold. You don't, if you're not used to being out at night, you kind of forget the train stopped running in New York from midnight to 5 p.m. So the trains aren't running. So the only thing that I can think to do is ride back and forth on the train. It wasn't the best idea. I could have simply walked to 145th Street, taken a 19 to the last stop, taking the crosstown bus to White Plains, taking the White Plains bus to 36 or the 39 to the apartment in the Bronx. You live and you learn. By the time we get to the apartment, we're tired. We have to take a step by the seventh floor window, but we managed to make it to the door. Make it to the door, The latch is over the door, so I can't get in. Now, the devil's girlfriend tells me the devil actually opened the door for me, but I see her when I walk in. I immediately lay down, I go to sleep because as a sports journalist, this is a historic weekend. First time ever, there are six playoff games in one weekend. There are three Saturday, three Sunday. So Sunday starts, I'm watching playoff games. So I speak to the special lady. I want to see her. I want certain things to happen between us by a certain time. She agrees to come. Now, something that somebody who overthinks did not think about was the setup I had. You know, I'm getting out the hospital, so my setup is kind of like a hospital. I have things close to me that I might need. I don't know if I'll definitely need, but certainly there's a chance that I will need them. So I have them nearby. She comes over probably around 11:30. So she missed the ending of the last game, but I'm happy to see her. Of course, I'm happy to see her. She's an amazing woman. So while she's there, and I'm trying to get her comfortable, and comfortable can mean a lot of things, but one thing that comfortable does not mean is having on a lot of clothes. You have a coat, you have, it is winter in New York. You have layers, so, you undress some. So the devil comes out. I'm with this young lady who, does not have on as much clothing as she had when she came in, and he's essentially spying on us. So I start yelling at him, and eventually she gets the message and goes inside. Her and I get to where we need to be, so now we're just relaxing. She's taking notice of, everything that's around me. It's a lot of clothing, uh, very disorganized. And she's OCD, so that was a bad idea to let her into that situation. So we're chilling, and again, the devil comes out, and I'm confused because I'm like, "What? Didn't you see her the first time? What the hell are you doing?" This time he stayed out for a long time, 15, 20 minutes, could have been longer. She's getting frustrated. That inspires her to eventually leave. She leaves around 2 o'clock, goes home to Brooklyn. So now we're at Monday morning. I go back to sleep, but certainly this is something I'm going to address Monday. And I do. On Tuesday, there's still a lot of friction between us because, not only have he done things like betray my trust and possibly break laws by telling people that I don't want to know about my health condition about it. Not only have he done things like put my mom's picture on your wall of dead people, your father is there, your friend Marcus Henry is there, who I knew, but you never knew my mom. So my mom shouldn't be somewhere in your kitchen. So Tuesday, we speak to the gentleman who made an appearance on this show yesterday, Mr. Radio Raheem. Radio Raheem says we're all good friends, right? So We need this situation to work out. So, Darrell, I need you to be patient. I need you to stay and not leave the devil's apartment. I agree, and I move on. Go to sleep. So now we're off to Wednesday. And Wednesday is when things really take a turn for us. I'm looking for my notes because you know this is a lot going on. I do not want to mischaracterize something, but we're definitely coming to an end now. So by the time we get to Wednesday evening, excuse me, I've now realized that I need to go back to the hospital. You know, I knew gonna have to go back at some point. I left meds there. I left belongings there. So I knew it was gonna happen. So I was really just delaying the inevitable. So this is when we realized something fishy is going on. We wanted to go to the hospital that I'm at now, NYU Langone. Now, the devil has a car, but the devil never offered to take me to the hospital I wanted to go to. I called friends. One friend sent me a Via. If you're not familiar with Via, Via is like Uber and Lyft. I tell the devil, I need you to go downstairs to let me know when the car is here. But he's in sabotage mode now, so he has no intentions of telling me that. One car was there for 30 minutes, and I feel bad, you know, learning that. But again, when you're being sabotaged, you're not going to know what's happening. So finally, they decided to send me to a hotel I don't want to go to, Montefiore. I kept saying I want to go to the purple place. Purple place is NYU. But they said we'll send you to Montefiore and you'll go from Montefiore to a purple place. Okay, that was a compromise. Now, what someone savvy would have done, knowing that Darrell did not want to go to Montefiore, he wanted to go to NYU, when the FDNY showed up, they would have said, oh, he left already. Thank you for coming. Instead, he says, when they ask if there's someone here need help, he says, no, not me, but my friend inside. So what FDNY does is they split us up. This is problematic because no one can say what's wrong with my health better than I can. But now somebody's telling the second FDI something that I can't hear. Now, what I have learned by behavior at both hospitals is that he told them Darrell has not been himself for the past couple of months. Well, clinically or logically, let's go with logically. He had a serious ailment in August. He was in the hospital twice in September. He was in the hospital once again in November. There's a pandemic outside. There's racial trauma. there's sexism, there's racism. I mean, we're dealing with all of this simultaneously, and it's like we can't even say you're a man, you can cry too. So now, again, we're getting closer to the bottom of it. So they sent us to Montefiore, didn't drink water until after 10 hours there, didn't have food until after 10 hours there. They're giving me tests that make me think that you think something is wrong with me more than I have told you. They talked to a psychologist. Nothing wrong with my mind. And I think some of them knew that by the answers I gave them. So now we're off to Sunday, Monday. Excuse me, Thursday. Finally, NYU transport comes to pick me up at 6:30. Get to NYU at 7:30. Pretty much, you know, you come to a hospital, they give you a COVID swab. Excuse me, they admit you into a hospital. They give you hello. They give you COVID swabs. They check your vitals to make sure you're okay. So that's what they did here at NYU. Langone. Friday, that's when I knew something was off because I'm here to get a shot of remdesivir, the COVID drug that Trump took, in my arm. I'm here because I have a blood clot in my right thigh. Why am I talking to a medical professional who's a psychiatrist? Also, when I had COVID here, they didn't want to see me that often. Now that I'm showing I still have COVID again, there's somebody in my room 24/7. So logic tells me they think there's something with my mind, wrong with my mind. So, I have belongings here. I asked for them. I did not get them. This is Monday morning. I still do not have them. So now we move on to Saturday. The weird stuff is still happening. I have 3 psychologists coming. I'm confused to why they're here. And we're moving on. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to come around to that side of you. Okay. Yes, this is a medical arm. And the IV is in this arm. Although, we should be getting out of here today. So, if there was a day where this arm was good, today would be that day. I'm going to turn some lights on. Okay. I look good at blue light. Put our mask back on. We have a COVID mask too, but I can leave the COVID mask off, yes? While I'm over here, I'm wearing all my stuff, so that's okay. Okay. So, we're at the hospital. It's Saturday. We're still having funny stuff happen. But, football's on, so that's a little distraction for me. Obviously, I'm a big sports fan. Same thing for Sunday. Big sports fan. It was not until sometime Sunday that I was actually allowed to be in here by myself. Yeah, and I came in Thursday all day Saturday, every second of Saturday, I had somebody in here with me. Every second of Saturday, I had somebody in here with me. But someone took me off the diet that they had me on, and I'm back to getting regular food. So this is Sunday, yes, and today is Monday. So we're back to today. We're back to current time. Now, have we spoken to the devil? No, not since his temperature tantrum that he gave us on Twitter Friday morning. So Friday morning, he actually threatened us via Twitter. Being the good person that I am, I said, let's give him 8 hours to calm down. Did he calm down or did he double down? Well, I'm going to read a statement to you, and you can tell me which one of those things happened. Did he take a step back from his comments or did he double down? See, we're having some trouble in that vein. Mm-hmm. It's a good analogy. My veins are like little kids that like to hide.
Hiding and running away from me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so not just you. I had a good conversation with a nurse at Monty. As I told her, asked her questions, did you get a vein finder? She's like, oh, you know about this well. I'm like, yeah, I've been doing it for a while. I get my blood drawn every Tuesday. Today being Monday, this is a bonus day, but when you're in the hospital, you get your blood drawn every day. You gotta let this one go.
Yeah.
Today they're really disappearing.
Yeah, they are.
Because
yesterday it wasn't so bad.
Mm-mm.
Yesterday morning I had 1, 2, 3.
And now we've missed 3 times. Now, before you stick, I have a rule. If you go 0 for 2, you don't get a third chance.
Okay.
Think that's a fair rule?
I think that's fair enough. We'll see what happens with it.
I obviously would love for you to get me on the second stick. Okay, so now we're looking for what this Pokemon child had to say when, he got mad because I said I needed a break from him. This is quite entertaining. I believe it's quite entertaining. I'm certain that you will too. Okay. Yeah, we are done. The friendship is over. You are not welcomed here anymore. Now, let's stop there. You are not welcome here anymore during a pandemic? Not sure if that's legal. But moving on. Do not waste your time coming here. Yolande isn't going to save you this time. No, I made a mistake. That's her name. And with her name, you can figure out who he is. But there's enough information in here to figure out who this guy is in the boxing industry. Who knows Rahim, who's kind of famous. His girlfriend, last time, and I believe in October, we had a verbal confrontation. But he wanted it to get physical. Again, this is a 6'4" hulking guy. I'm 5'7" with physical issues, not going to be a fair fight. And going the other way, mental fight isn't a fair fight. But so she gets in the way of him attacking me. So thus the she's not going to save you. Okay. So we're back to continue the rest of the story. This is part two. We're 45 minutes in, and we were determined to follow to end this. This is your break from me. As for a break, not sure if I gave a timeline. If I did, I gave 30 days. That's what was in my head. Bro, I never want to see you nor talk to you again. Okay, so we work in the same industry. I'm better than he is in this industry. So that means he's giving up on this industry because otherwise, that's the only way we're never going to see each other again. You stabbed me in the back, and I, all caps, hate you for it. For the life of me, I explained what some of these things meant, uh, but I actually have no idea what I stabbed you in the back means. No, this is a guy who lied to FDNY to get me sent to a hospital I didn't want to be in, but I stabbed him in the back. Eh, he hates me. That's fine. You know, have I had people hate me before? Probably. I can't think of anyone. Me and my sister don't get along well. So, maybe she says she hates me to other family members. I don't know. And that's not important to me. The only thing I can do is be me. Not everybody's gonna like me. I realize that, but I have to be me. So this was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We start being mandated to be in this room by ourselves. Something because it was like a rumor being passed around. He tells FDNY, "Yeah, Darrell hasn't been himself. He may have he may have had visual hallucinations." Okay, so he tells FDNY that. FDNY tells Montefiore that, and Montefiore tells NYU Langone that. So you see, this is spreading like a rumor. Um, and I'm noticing, oh boy, they are they are being extra playful today. So I did mention my rule, as much as I hate to do it.
Right, well, we'll see if that's something that we can do because there are only a certain number of people who can come in here. Just because of the
Right, I
COVID.
understand.
Okay, so I'll look for one of the other nurses who can come in.
Okay, thank you. And if not, we can wait until the shift change.
Sure. Okay.
And trust me, I want to get this blood drawn because this is going to determine whether I get out of here today. And I, like to get out of here today. Uh, I prefer to get out of here today. But the special lady in my life told me, if you if you need to stay, stay. Be patient. So that's what I'm doing. And you guys out there in YouTube land are helping me do that. So we're coming to our conclusion. We're at Sunday, and today's Monday. And we're, like I said, it's Monday morning, early Monday morning, 6:16 on Monday morning. We would like to get out of here today. Ideally, after lunch before 1 o'clock. So we potentially have 7 hours left here. I like this place. I spent the first 9 days of this year here, all Friday, all Saturday, all Sunday. So that's 12 days I spent here. And it's only the 18th. So I spent 66% of my time here of my 24-hour cycles. I spent 66% of my 24-hour cycles in this hospital. Yes, I've been here a long time. But again, I'm trying to be patient to secure my health. Thank you for tuning in to COVID Chronicles, The Devil, Part 2. I am the COVID destroyer, the hero the world needs, and we will be back later with stories of the great icon, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Good day.